Come get some. All right. I knew there would be a bonfire under here. Because, you know, when you're a Dark Souls veteran, like I am, a pro, really, like I should be paid to play this. My skills are so mesmerizing. You just kind of get a feeling, you know? I got a good feeling about this. I was way up there, and I just kind of said, you know what? There's a, Oh! Hey. I mean, something down there. You know, I just did that because every once in a while I have to just show I have weaknesses, and even if I have to make them up, it at least will... I mean, you know what sucks about that? Whoa! Okay. Souls retrieved, whatever. Alright, yeah, I don't know, I was just kind of up there, kind of figured, you know... This just kind of looked like a little hideaway for a bonfire. Okay, let's continue. I broke all those boxes, nothing there. Ah, my thumb is really slippery from the cheese ball frickin' grease. But we must do it. We must do it, Fräulein. We must eat the cheese balls while playing the game. Game! This is just like a frickin' big city. Look at that fatty Bo Fatty. Look at him. Alright, well, I'm not going to drop down. I'm going to stay... Oh, those are those little frickers that were throwing the fireballs at me. Watch this. Every time I try to do that two-handed thing, I just end up getting hit. Guess what? Boosh! Okay. Just kind of... Oh, shoot. Is that a person? Darn it.
Aha. Unkindled, are we? Welcome to my abode. I am Cornix, an old pyromancer. A crow in his cage, as you see now.
Can't see though, he's blind, so he doesn't know it was me that hit him.
An encounter for the ages. I hear the unkindled make for fun. Care to learn some pyromancy?
Ask to learn.
Most wise. A chance to reiterate. The pleasure is mine.
What? Wait, if you could disappear out of there, why the heck didn't you just do that in the first place? 'Cause I was waiting for the Ashen One. I was waiting. Alright, there's got to be an illusory wall around here somewhere. This is getting ridiculous. Okay. I'm not gonna waste... Where are you going? He is not coming up here. If he comes up here, I will be thoroughly impressed that, like, the AI knows to do that. No, he can't. I'm like on top of a roof, son. Boosh! Boosh! Nice. Really? Okay. Okay. That looks like a trap. I know. I've got to break all these dumb boxes. I can't, my mind will go crazy being like, oh, there might be something behind him. That's kind of the thing about doing a first playthrough is I've got to take my time a little bit, but at the same time, I don't want these videos to be too long. But it's a first playthrough. I mean, I've got to check stuff out, you know. Illusory walls! But what I'll do also when I'm done playing through this entire game is I'll do like a Let's Play where it's basically me, I already kind of know the game, like it'll probably be my second or third time through playing. Like if I was doing Dark Souls 2 videos, like I know where everything is pretty much in that game, so it goes a lot quicker. I can beat Dark Souls pretty dang fast, or Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls I can also be pretty dang fast, but actually Dark Souls, the original, okay, let me go get that one guy, even though it's totally a trap. The original Dark Souls is a lot harder than Dark Souls 2, in my opinion. And it's better. Fire Clutch Ring. Really? It's not like a boulder that's gonna come down? Okay, what is up with my weird skin? I'm the Ashen One. Oh, hey, look, frickin' a little crystal lizard. But yeah, no, I thought Dark Souls was better, kind of thematically, level design wise, and kind of cohesively. Again, it sort of like transcended the sum of its parts, like was greater than some of its parts. And I would say Dark Souls 2 was too. I mean, Dark Souls 2, the thing with Dark Souls 2, and I think I've mentioned this before, the formula for this game is just so freaking whoa. Shoot. Such an idiot. Such an idiot. As I was saying, the formula for Dark Souls 2 is so good. Like, it's just so good. It's so gratifying. It's just so satisfying. Because it's not just gratifying, it's also satisfying. Not really sure what the differentiation without a distinction. Distinction without those words are a distinction without a difference, as they say. But no, I mean, the formula for this game, the way it teaches you, the way it's challenging, in the leveling up, getting better, things being hard, like things really feeling. It's just such a powerful model. Like it's such a good, formula that Dark Souls 2 definitely didn't have like the genius of Dark Souls 1. Like it lacked like the vision. You know what I'm saying? And I've said this before, but I'll say it again. It lacked the vision, but it still was amazing. I still put freaking like 300 hours into it, and I love it, and I will always play that game. So it just didn't like transcend to be the best game of all time because it kind of just lacked a director or like lacked an original vision. And I feel like that's what happens with sequels. And again, I know I've mentioned this before, but because like an original IP, like an original video game or an original movie, let's just talk about the movie business, right? A lot of times, I mean, sometimes, not a lot of times, there's a lot of original IPs that suck, right? And they're just money makers. They're just trying to be money makers. Okay, so I think we have to go. No? No! Illusory. There's going to be a guy. There's going to be a guy. There's going to be a guy. Gosh dang it. But no, with original IPs, a lot of times it's because like some guy had a burning vision, or he had a vision. You know what I'm saying? He had like a dream of a world he wanted to create, and so he like had to like get funding for it, and convince a studio or whatever. And so the original one's always like awesome. Like when it's done this way, when it's from an artist, like somebody who actually is dedicated to like expressing a voice in a work. You know what I'm saying? Plenty of, but then what happens is then like, you know, people that control the money, like that finance it, want their money back, and they're like, wow, the original one got our money back. We want a sequel. And like the original artist probably never thought of a sequel, but because it's a moneymaker, like even the artist is like, yeah, sure, let's do a sequel. Because like, here's the deal: I would do a bad sequel for $1 million. No, scratch that. I would do a bad sequel for $1,000. So to a movie, you know what I'm saying? He always like, oh, Peter Jackson ruined the Lord of the Rings because. Why did he do it? Why did he have to try to make The Hobbit? And he's like ruining. Because he was paid like $100 million to do The Hobbit. And so why wouldn't he? You know what I'm saying? Like all of us would do that. We would ruin a freaking string. We would ruin a line of movies. You know, we would ruin our legacy for $100 million. So like George Lucas, like why would he keep writing Star Wars? Like why would he do Star Wars? The original were so good. He should have left them. Yeah. And now I know the argument is like, why can't he just do it good? Right? That's a whole other thing, but the point of the fact of the matter is, okay, what is this place? Again, I just tapped the R1 button a bunch of times and it worked. Okay, I'm like, this is a whole other thing down here. Okay, I just freaking kicked a dumb rat. I freaking hate the kick mechanic. So, but then yeah, sequels get made because the original made money, and it's just all the motivations change. And look, I'm not against money. I don't think like wanting to make a lot of money is bad. I don't think like all the people on Wall Street are terrible. It's like, okay, yeah, there's some people that are doing illegal things who should be prosecuted, but in general, making money is a good thing. And you're trying to take care of your family. Okay, I want whatever is in there. Okay, oh, it looked like a chest. I think it's just a doorway. This looks dangerous. Okay. Oh, the blood bite ring. Cool. So yeah, sequels are usually so Dark Souls 2, it didn't have the same director, which tells you everything you need to know. It's kind of sad that it wasn't as good as it could have been, but and the whole thing with like their minimal story, like there's like no story in there is a story in Dark Souls, and there is a beauty to like the way the Dark Souls tries to like be very minimal and like very economical about their story, you know what I mean? By like they're not just being didactic, like preaching to you, like telling you the story. Oh, there's another ladder. Okay. Okay, there's got it. Come on, really? But the problem, so I have no problem with like their way they tell their story. The problem is the story. There is something kind of cool about it. It's kind of about balance and how there's no like good or bad, like, things, like everything's a trade-off in Dark Souls. And I feel like that's one of the themes is like, even when you get like a boss soul weapon, right? It's better than the normal weapons, but it still has a drawback. Like there's still something like it's heavier or it like takes HP from you, or something like that. And I love that. And then the idea, like, do you want to let the world like burn, or do you want to let the world, do you want to, like at the end of Dark Souls 2, as you may remember, what do we have here? It's a throne of want. I wonder if Gwen's inside. It says king. Will he continue the Age of Fire or let the world fall to darkness? Let's find out, shall we? What will you do?
I will let the world burn!
Spoken like a true king. So yeah, you could have decided that you wanted to continue to light or keep the Age of Fire going, which what that would have done is infuse power basically into the world, like the kings and castles and different like I don't know, like different, basically mankind would have the fire linked or whatever, and therefore would be able to, oh crap, another frickin' bonfire. Okay, will do.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. But now, I'm gonna need you to subscribe. And if you don't, I'm gonna toss this baby through a window. So you laugh, but I'm not joking. So do it. Do it. Just shut.